Hi, welcome to Steadfast Academy. Today we're going to be going over the curriculum PowerPoint. Steadfast Academy opens its doors at 6 a.m. and closes at 6:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Because each class runs differently, you will notice that there are time blocks labeled recess. During that time, you could be doing anything from diaper changing to arts and crafts to centers. Each classroom runs differently, so make sure that you do know what schedule you have dependent on what room you are in. Here are some good things to know. The busiest times of the day are during drop-off and pick-up hours from 7 to 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. to 6. Be sure to have an activity planned or be engaged with the students while the parents are coming into your room. During the rush hour, be sure to greet your parents with a wave or a hello. Also remember to limit the amount of time you are taking talking to each parent, especially during closing hours and you are the only teacher in ratio. Each class, with the exception of infants, must go outside twice a day for 30 minutes, weather permitting. The children are provided 2 snacks per day along with breakfast and lunch. Each class will sleep from 12 to 2. Here are a couple do's and don'ts. In the last bullet, you will see a safe sleep policy. This pertains to our older and younger infant room. If a child cannot roll over 360 degrees, then they are not allowed to lay on their stomachs. Also remember that if a child does fall asleep on a boppy, swing, or on the mat, you must put them into their cribs in the correct way. During meal times, you must always remember to use gloves when handling the food. When you are given your lunch, you will also be given 3 types of spoons: one for main dish, one for fruit, and one for veggies. All the food must remain covered before serving to the children and are not allowed to be served 30 minutes prior to being eaten. Each classroom will have the chemicals needed to clean their room. In the next slide, we will go over how to use these chemicals and when to use them. Here you will see how to clean your tables, your changing tables, and the furniture in your classroom. Always remember, when you will use Nuquan, you will finish off with DSD. Each classroom will have this gray double layer bucket. You will use it when you are disinfecting your toys. Remember that you can disinfect your toys during your nap time period. All you need to do is call a code and we will fill your bucket up with DSD. Here at Steadfast Academy, we use the curriculum Frog Street. Below you will see a timeline of when Frog Street begins, when our summer program begins, and when we have our open house to start Frog Street again. If you are a lead teacher, one of your responsibilities will be to turn in a lesson plan. Every daily lesson must consist of a morning circle time, closing circle time, and at least 2 art or craft activities. Lead teachers may use their napping period to write down the lessons in their planner. Lesson planners must be turned in every Tuesday by the end of the day in the break room. If you see a highlighted activity in your lesson planner, all it means is that staff must take pictures so that we may post them on Facebook. Be sure that when you are taking these pictures, the children have a clean face, the background looks nice and tidy, and the wardrobe is presentable. In this picture, you will see that the background is blurred out, and that is acceptable. Portfolios. Portfolios are the responsibility of the lead teacher. Every classroom will have a black box for storing their portfolios. If you are having trouble thinking of an activity, come and see me and we can go over some ideas. Lead teachers will be given 1 hour every week to plan outside of the room. In order to effectively use this time, lead teachers should write down all their lessons during nap time and gather all the materials, printouts, or use the laminator during the planning period. Teachers will have access to the key for the supply closet, but must ask for it, lock when finished, and return it after each use. Also remember that planning periods are not a guarantee, but we do try our very best to give it to you guys. Supplies are stored throughout the school. Here is a list where you may find some supplies you may need for a craft or activity. There is also a supply list located in the break room that you can fill out and turn in for supplies that you cannot find. Parent communication is shown in different ways throughout the school. For our younger children, we will be using the app called ProCare to communicate to the parents and send pictures and or forms. For our older children, we will be utilizing take-home folders to send out the information to the parents. We require that teachers relay many positive comments throughout the year to balance necessary negative information. Some ideas may be to use gratitude cards, ProCare Messenger, sticky notes, pictures, and verbal communication during everyday pickup. Here are the expectations to work as a teacher at SFA. As a lead teacher, your job is to have all materials prepared and ready to go in advance. As an assistant teacher, your responsibilities are to assist the activities the lead teacher creates and follow through. To be a successful team, it takes a strong, united, in sync pair of teachers. Your responsibilities are to communicate and be sure that all teachers are on understanding terms and know what is expected during each day. Utilize group chats, classroom spirals, or daily huddles. Here are the steps for dealing with the behavior in the classroom. First, you will try redirection. If the behavior continues, you will use a peace time. Remember that it is 1 minute per the child's age and follow up when the peace time is over. If the behavior is still continuing or gets worse, call for a code green and admin will intervene. It is your job to continually redirect the children who need it. Positively reinforce good behavior and give minimal attention to the problems unless they negatively affect the entire class. Repetition is key. You must repeat all expectations and rules various times throughout the day. Some behaviors must be addressed, and these include biting, actions that may cause harm to another child, profanity, or inappropriate words. Always remember, be fun but firm, not stern.